Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been reviewing discs for several years, and there's one disc that MVP fans always recommend to me, and I gotta say, it's one that I haven't reviewed a lot, but that's about to change because I have all the insanities that I could find, and we're gonna test them out. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The Insanity is a great little driver from MVP. Numbers on this are 9.5, -2, 1.5. With numbers like that, it should be a great driver for both beginners, intermediate, and advanced. We should all find something useful out of this disc. Now, if you've been playing for a while, you know different plastics fly differently. Well, I've got the Insanity in just about every single plastic that I could find. I don't have all of them, but I got most of them, and we're gonna test them out. So let's go. All right, well, the newest Insanity that dropped was this new run of Eclipse Insanity. This one was a really fun disc to review. If you haven't checked that one out, you can check it out up top here. But I've got a couple of the first run Eclipse Insanities. We're gonna test these out. We're gonna do backhand, we're gonna do forehand, we're gonna see how they fly. All right, let's start with the new Insanity first on backhand. Yeah, that thing, from what I remember, is a little bit more stable than I anticipated. You never know with Eclipse plastic with MVP. Sometimes it's a little bit more stable, sometimes it's a little bit less stable. This one's definitely a little more stable. All right, now these guys, I've seen these a lot out there in the community, have not thrown these, but I heard some really good things about these Eclipse Insanities. Let's try these ones out. There we go. That's a little more like my first throw. All right, so far, the Eclipse is definitely a little bit more stable than the numbers would say. All right, next up, we're gonna try Neutron. Got a couple different Neutron Insanities here. Both of these are brand new. Both of these are in the 172 to 174 range. Let's try these out. Oh yeah, that one I'd say is a little bit more straight than the Eclipse. Yeah, there we go. Definitely getting some turn out of these ones. Oh, those are beautiful. All right, so the Eclipse is definitely more on the overstable side. Neutron, we're getting a little bit more flip out of it, which I really love. All right, now let's go to another Neutron. This is Cosmic Neutron. Again, this one is 173, brand new, haven't been thrown very much. Let's see how this one flies. Oh, baby. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, there we go. Cosmic Neutron, 173. Now we're finally getting that nice -2 turn, which I'm definitely looking for in a disc like this. That's beautiful. All right, now from one of my Gyropalooza boxes, got an R2 Insanity. Now this one's gonna be the oddball here because this one is 165 grams. I anticipate this one's gonna be pretty flippy. Oh, maybe not. Okay, wow, that gave me some nice turn, and then it even had the stability come back. That was beautiful too. All right, then I got a Proton Insanity. I had to search some used bins to get my hands on this puppy. So this one's definitely been used a little bit. It's got some miles on it. Let's see how this one flies. Okay, definitely put some anhyzer on that accidentally and got a lot of flip to it. All right. Definitely more flippy. Then last but not least, we got the nice Fission Insanity here. This one is used also, so I'm anticipating this one's gonna be a little bit less stable too. There we go. Nice flat release, all turn, not a lot of stability. All right, I think I've got a good bead on which ones are least stable, which ones are most stable. So next throws, we're gonna put them in order of least stable to most stable. A lot of arm speeds out there, you're gonna benefit from a disc like this. Anything that's like a -2 or a -2, 1.5 disc like this, it's gonna be a little bit more user-friendly. It's gonna be a little bit more forgiving. So if you're not able to throw a disc flat and get it to turn and then come back, you need to be searching for more understable discs like this, or maybe even less stable. All right, so least stable one so far, we're definitely the Proton, the Fission Insanity, and then the lightweight R2. So we're gonna go back this direction, and we're gonna try to put these on a hyzer, have them to flip up and go flat. So let's start with the Proton one. Yes, love a disc that can flip up to flat like that. That is such a great shot. If you can get a disc that can flip up to flat from a hyzer and push forward, you're gonna get some good long distance shots. That was beautiful. All right, not the best color in the world, but let's see if we can get this 165 gram R2 Insanity to do the same thing. Yeah, didn't quite flip all the way up to flat. Yeah, surprisingly, that one is a little bit more stable than I anticipate. For some reason, lightweight, R2 plastic, I feel like it's gonna be super flippy, but it's not quite as flippy as the Proton. All right, now let's go with the Fission Insanity. Yeah, that one definitely flipped up to flat, pushed straight, beautiful. Definitely threw that a little lower than I wanted, but did the same thing as the Proton did, flipped up to flat, pushed straight. Those are great. So yeah, definitely say Fission, Proton are definitely on the least stable size. That R2 one's surprisingly stable. All right, then straight out of the box, 173 Cosmic Neutron Insanity. This thing gave me a nice turn on the first throw. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try to lay this flat, see if we can get a nice S turn out of it. There we go, nice and flat, getting some turn to the right. And then here it goes, back. Beautiful. To get a disc to fly like that straight out of the box, it's beautiful. I gotta say, that's probably one of my favorites so far. Okay, next up in stability, gotta say Neutron plastic, 172, 174 gram. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna lay this nice and flat, see if we can get some turn out of it, but we probably won't get a lot of turn based on the first throws I had with these. Yeah, it's giving you like maybe a -1 turn, but then more of a +2 at the end. Nice little skull boy design here on Neutron Insanity. Yeah, same thing. A slight turn, but way more fade. Yeah, so definitely out of the box. Those Neutron ones, they're not gonna be quite as understable as that -2. Then I gotta say, definitely more stable than the numbers would suggest are all of these Eclipses. All right, let's try laying these ones flat. Yeah, absolutely no turn out of it. All fade, very stable. And then one of the brand new Insanities that just came out. Flies exactly like those old ones. There you go. If you have some experiences with Insanity and would like to tell us what your experiences are, make sure you let me know in the comments. All right, final throw we're gonna do with these. We're gonna do some forehands with them. We got the basket out there, about 350 or so, which is about the money range for an Insanity like this. So we're gonna do the same thing, least stable to most stable. I'm anticipating the Eclipse one, since they're a little bit more overstable, they're gonna be money on forehand shots like these, whereas the Proton, the Fission, they're a little bit more squirrely. I might have to do more of a touch like hyzer flip shot. All right, let's go with the least stable, which is this nice beat in Proton plastic. Let's put it on a little bit of a hyzer, see how she flies. Oh my goodness. 2 feet off the ground, 300 feet dead straight, nice hyzer flip up. That was beautiful. I love that. All right, now let's go with the Fission Insanity here. Oh, or exactly the same shot. All right, very similar shot. I'm not trying to throw it that low, but you can definitely see the flip up. And then that one got a little bit extra turn at the end. So I might say the Fission might actually be the most least stable out of all these. All right, now let's go with the R2. This one, I'm gonna try to lay a little bit more flat. We're gonna respect the stability on this one. There we go. Wow, the Insanity is such a forgiving disc. And what I mean by that is if you put it a little bit nose up like I did right there, it's not gonna punish you by being super overstable. That -2 turn is gonna kind of correct some of the form issues I had on that shot and still punch dead straight 300, give you a nice fade. That's beautiful. This Cosmic Neutron one had some nice S turn to it. So let's try to lay this one kind of flat. Oh, that is a money disc all day long. Money, holy cow, parked. All right, Cosmic Neutron Insanity, out of the box. Beautiful. That one is going in my bag for sure. All right, now let's go with the Neutrons. Same deal, lay these ones nice and flat. Oh, that can handle the torque for sure. Wow, love it. Park job yet again. Neutron. Oh, just go in the basket. Wow. All right. Neutron, even better than the Cosmic Neutron for forehands because it just holds that line dead straight. Doesn't give us any flip or anything out of it. That's great. Now, I imagine even better than the Neutrons are going to be these Eclipse ones. We're just going to aim left, throw this nice and flat, and then count on the stability to bring it back. There we go. I did not start it enough to the left, but look at that stability. All stability all day long. All right, last throw. New run of Eclipse Insanities. There we go. Look how wide I swung it out. Has the stability to come back. All right, I think we got these stabilities figured out. So hopefully that'll help you guys when you're looking to pick out an Insanity. All right, guys, I see why this is definitely a fan favorite out there. What a great disc. And I love the fact that you can either pick up an Eclipse one or a Proton or a Fission one and get different flights. So if you like the hand feel of an Insanity, you like the numbers on it, I mean, you can't go wrong with getting one of each plastic because they all fly a little bit different. Gotta say, Eclipse, definitely more on the overstable side. Even these nicely beat in Insanities from the Halloween one a couple years ago, they're still super stable, just like the brand new one. The Neutron ones, they come out a little bit more overstable than what the numbers suggest, but my experience with Neutron is they will break in, so I imagine they'll beat in to be a slightly less stable. And then the R2 one, Fission, Proton, these ones definitely give you lots of S-turn out of the get-go, and once they beat in, they turn into nice flip-up hyzer, great specialty discs. I could even see them being some really good rollers too. But my favorite out of all of them so far is the Cosmic Neutron. I mean, straight out of the box, this thing gave me nice turn to it. It'll flip up to flat, but then still have that stability at the end. And then it handled great on forehands too. Gave me some good distance with a little bit of a flip, but nice stability at the end too. Well, I hope this helps you guys out. If you're looking for an Insanity out there, try picking up one of these plastics. In fact, if you're looking to get one of these, head on over to Disc Golf Deals USA. We got lots of them over there. Until I see you guys next time, peace out.